Hey there, I'm Ian Douglas. I'm the author of the website techinterview.guide, and I'm here to help people with career advancement and interview preparation. My live stream on Twitch covers topics such as company research, how to build resumes and cover letters, applying for the job, getting through interviews, and what to do during negotiations. I've coached thousands and thousands of people over the years to get jobs at the biggest tech companies in the industry, and I'm here to help you too. The following episode is taken from a longer live stream event and may contain interactions with other people in chat. Check out the end of the episode for more information. Let's get to it. In here. So we got a question in chat that says, what platforms do you recommend to find job postings? That's a good question. I would say Indeed is probably one of the top ones. LinkedIn is probably where most recruiters are hanging out these days. So I'd probably start with LinkedIn, maybe look at Indeed. I don't have a ton of confidence in sites like Dice and Monster because they feel a little spammy sometimes. But I would probably be hanging out on those platforms, like probably most Indeed and LinkedIn. Those are probably the two that are going to be kept most up to date. There's no shortage of job websites out there. It's just a question of the quality of the job posts and whether they're actually up to date. Glassdoor will have jobs. Stack Overflow used to have a job thing, but I think they took it down this year. Zooey says in chat, I like LinkedIn, Indeed, and Glassdoor for research. Yeah, Glassdoor is really good for research for sure. But I would say all three of those are probably going to have job posts. There's also like a third-party site. I'm trying to think of what it was called. No, not ZipRecruiter. It was it's like a third-party website where like that's actually where you end up applying for the job. Now, if it's a really big company like a Microsoft or a Google or like a FANG company, they're going to have their own sort of job portal page. And I know Microsoft uses LinkedIn pretty heavily. So if you go to LinkedIn and you want a Microsoft job, they're tied in because Microsoft owns LinkedIn. But I would probably start with LinkedIn and Indeed, and then maybe look at Glassdoor. Any of these like little fringe sort of sites, I think it can be a little tricky to apply for those jobs because you don't know necessarily like, did someone from that company actually go put that job post online, or was it some random bot that found a job post and it's trying to put it over there? Like, are they scraping job posts from other places? Those would be considerations that you'd have to look into. And then also, is that job even still open? Like, is somebody actually maintaining it, and are they going back and shutting down that job post afterwards? Because you don't want to apply for a job that's already been filled and closed, and they just didn't take it down in a couple of these sites. Now, I mentioned like smaller websites aren't always like viable or legit, but some of them are. Builtin.com is actually a pretty good site, and Builtin has a lot of regional sites. Like we have one here called builtincolorado.com. But you can just go to builtin.com and you can see a lot of region-based jobs there. They tend to cater more to small, mid-sized types of companies because, again, the bigger companies will have their own job portal of some kind. So I think you could probably do a little bit of research and try to figure out from there. I did hear one piece of advice that said if you find a job, if you find a company that you're interested in and you find a job post that you're interested in, you can, do your research about it. But when you actually want to go apply for the job, go to the company's webpage, click on the jobs, and apply to that job through their website. And don't necessarily apply for that job through LinkedIn. That shows a lot more interest because they can see, like with tracking cookies and whatever, that you actually went to their website and that it wasn't just, you found it on LinkedIn or you found it on Indeed. But if you go to their website and you actually find the jobs post from there and you apply for that job, then it shows that you've actually done a little bit of research and you've read about them and so on. Thanks for checking that out. I hope that you found it helpful. I always appreciate feedback, so please let me know what you think. I appreciate any subscriptions, so please tell your friends and colleagues about it as well. Check out the website techinterview.guide for more information about when I'm live streaming and all of my free content. Drop by a live stream anytime to ask questions or message me privately, whatever makes you most comfortable. See you next time.